Hello बच्चों, let's discuss the question, and the question is select the option with correct identification of bones, and in this picture there is the diagrammatic view of human skull. So the key concept for the question will be human skull. It will be human skull. There are total 23 bones that are present in the human skull. और human skull के अंदर जो bones include होती है, these bones are basically the cranium bones. These are cranium bones. These are facial bones. And along with them, a hyoid bone which is present in the throat. There are 8 bones that are present in your brain box, or the cranium bones are 8 in numbers. We can write it like there are 8 cranium bones in number. For the facial bone we have 14, and for hyoid we have 1 bone. Out of these 23 bones, some bones are paired and some bones are unpaired. Now let us identify each bone and select the correct option. First of all, we will go for the cranium bones. So for the cranium bones, the very first bone which we are having here is the parietal bone. So for the first, we have parietal bone here. This bone is known as parietal bone. Now for the second one, this bone is just above your ear ossicles, and this bone is known as temporal bone. This is temporal bone. The third bone is occipital bone. This is occipital bone. For the fourth one, this is the occipital condyle. This is occipital condyle. Now the fifth one is the bone जो कि आपके forehead पर present होती है. This bone is known as frontal bone. This is frontal bone. And on the sixth number, this bone is known as sphenoid bone. This is sphenoid bone. On seventh number, we have ethmoid bone. The name of this bone is ethmoid bone. These are all about the cranium bones. Now comes to the facial bone. Here the first bone that we are having on 8th number is the lacrimal bone. This is lacrimal bone, which is present near to your eye socket. And the next one is the nasal bone on 9th number. This is the nasal bone which is present in your nose. On 10th number, we have zygomatic bone. This is zygomatic bone that is just present below your eye socket. The next one is in 11th number, and this bone is called maxilla, that forms your upper jaw. This is maxilla. On 12th number, we have mandible. This forms your lower jaw. This is mandible. Now comes to the last, that is 13 in number, and this bone is known as hyoid bone. On 13th number, we have hyoid bone. So these are all bones that we have identified. Now comes to the correct option. For A option, On second number we have temporal bone, which is correct. For sixth number we have sphenoid bone, it is also correct. For 10th we have zygomatic bone, it is also correct. But for 13 we have hyoid bone, but यहाँ पर mandible given है, therefore A option is incorrect. Now comes to the second option. For first, parietal is given. For fifth, temporal is given. But for fifth we have frontal bone, therefore the B option is also wrong or eradicated. Now comes to the C option, that is for third, occipital is given, which is correct. For fourth we have hyoid bone, and this is a wrong numbering because hyoid bone is on the 13th number, and on fourth number we have occipital bone, therefore C option is also wrong. And now comes to the D option, that for fourth we have occipital condyle, which is correct. For fifth we have frontal bone, which is also correct. For seventh we have ethmoid bone, and for 12th we have mandible. The D option is correct answer for the given question regarding the numbering and naming of the bones. I hope the question is understood to you. All the very best.